René Auberjonois is an American actor and singer. He is known for portraying Father Mulcahy in the film version of M***KSH, Chef Lewis in The Little Mermaid, and for originating a number of characters in long-running television series, including Clayton Endicott III on Benson, Odo on Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, and Paul Lewiston on Boston Legal. He also lent his voice as Flanagan the Human Director in Cats Don't Dance. Early life. Auberjonois was born in New York City, New York. His father, Swiss-born Fernand Auberjonois, was a Cold War-era foreign correspondent and Pulitzer Prize-nominated writer. His paternal grandfather, also named René Auberjonois, was a Swiss post-impressionist painter. His mother, Laure Louise Napoleon Eugenie Caroline Murat, was a great-great-granddaughter of Joachim Murat, one of Napoleon's marshals and King of Naples during the First French Empire, and his wife Caroline Bonaparte, Napoleon's youngest sister. His maternal grandmother, Eileen MacDonald Stallo, was an American, from Cincinnati, Ohio. His maternal grandfather's mother was a Russian noblewoman, Eudoxia Mikhailovna Somova, and his maternal grandfather's paternal grandmother, Caroline Georgina Fraser, who was married to Prince Napoleon Lucien Charles Murat, was an American, from Charleston, South Carolina. Auberjonois has a sister and a brother, and two half-sisters from his mother's first marriage. His family moved to Paris after World War II, where at an early age he decided to become an actor. After a few years in France, the family moved back to the U.S. and joined an artists' colony in Rockland County, New York, whose residents included Burgess Meredith, John Houseman and Helen Hayes. The Auberjonois family also lived in London, where Auberjonois completed high school while studying theatre. To complete his education, Auberjonois attended and graduated from the Carnegie Institute of Technology in 1962. Career. Theatre. After college, Auberjonois worked with several different theatre companies, beginning at the prestigious Arena Stage in Washington, D.C. He then traveled between Los Angeles and New York working in numerous theatre productions. Auberjonois helped found the American Conservatory Theatre in San Francisco, the Mark Taper Forum in Los Angeles, and the Brooklyn Academy of Music Repertory Company in New York. He was a member of the Peninsula Players Summer Theatre program during the 1962 season. Eventually, Auberjonois landed a role on Broadway in 1968, and ended up appearing in 3 plays at once. As Fool to Lee J. Cobb's King Lear, as Ned in A Cry of Players, and as Marco in Fire. The next year, he earned a Tony Award for his performance as Sebastian Bay alongside Katharine Hepburn in Coco. Auberjonois received Tony nominations for his roles in Neil Simon's The Good Doctor, as the Duke in Big River, winning a Drama Desk Award, and, memorably, as Buddy Fiedler, Irwin S. Irving in City of Angels, written by Larry Gelbart and Cy Coleman. His other Broadway appearances include Malvolio in Twelfth Night, Scapen in Tricks, Mr. Samsa in Metamorphosis opposite Mikhail Baryshnikov, Professor Abrontius in Dance of the Vampires, the unsuccessful English-language version of Jim Steinman's musical adaptation of Tan's Dare Vampire, and Jethro Crouch in Sly Fox. Auberjonois has appeared many times at the Mark Taper Forum, notably as Malvolio in Twelfth Night and as Stanislavski in Chekhov in Yalta. As a member of the Second Drama Quartet, Auberjonois toured with Ed Asner, Diane Wiest and Harris Yulin. He appeared in the Tom Stoppard and Andre Previn work, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor, at the Kennedy Center and the Metropolitan Opera. Auberjonois made his debut at the Shakespeare Theatre Company as the titular character in Molière's The Imaginary Invalid through July 27, 2008. In addition to having directed many theatrical productions, Auberjonois has starred in the Washington, D.C. production of 12 Angry Men. He portrayed Juror No. 5 to Roy Scheider's No. 8 and Robert Prosky's No. 3. Auberjonois was on the advisory board of Sci-Fest, the first annual Los Angeles science fiction one-act play festival, held in May 2014. Films after M****. Auberjonois' film roles have included The Gangster Tony in Police Academy 5, Assignment Miami Beach and Reverend Oliver in The Patriot. He has made cameo appearances in a number of films, including Drive, Burton, a mental asylum doctor patterned after Tim Burton, in Batman Forever, and a bird expert who gradually transforms into a bird in Robert Altman's 1970 film Brewster McCloud. He cameoed as Colonel West in the 1991 Star Trek film Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. His other notable film appearances have included Brewster McCloud, McCabe and Mrs. Miller, Images, Pete N. Tilly, The Hindenburg, King Kong, The Big Bus, Eyes of Laura Mars, Where the Buffalo Roam, Walker, My Best Friend is a Vampire, The Feud, Inspector Gadget and Eulogy. Auberjonois also portrayed the character of Straight Hollander in the 1993 Miramax film The Ballad of Little Joe. He voiced Professor Genius in Little Nemo, Adventures in Slumberland, Lewis the Chef in the first and second Little Mermaid films, Flanagan in Cats Don't Dance, the Butler in Joseph, King of Dreams, and the Concierge in Planes, Fire and Rescue. Television. In addition to having been a regular on 3 TV shows in 3 genres, Auberjonois has been a guest star on many television series, including Ellery Queen, Grey's Anatomy, Hogan's Heroes, The Rockford Files, Charlie's Angels, Starsky and Hutch, Wonder Woman, Harry O, The Jeffersons, The Outer Limits, Night Gallery, Matlock, Murder, She Wrote, The Bionic Woman, Frasier, Judging Amy, Chicago Hope, The Bob Newhart Show, Star Trek, Enterprise, Stargate SG-1, Warehouse 13, Archer, LA, Law, The Practice, Saving Grace, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Criminal Minds, NCIS, The Good Wife and The Librarians. His television movie credits include The Rhyneman Exchange, The Dark Secret of Harvest Home, Disney's Geppetto, Gore Vidal's Billy the Kid, the remake of the classic, A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, and the miniseries Sally Hemings, An American Scandal. He portrayed the character Fortunato in an episode of American Masters entitled Edgar Allan Poe, Terror of the Soul. He received a 3rd Emmy Award nomination for his performance in ABC's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Most recently, he played NASA scientist Drive, Felix Blackwell in the episode Phoenix on NCIS. Auberjonois has voiced animated roles, including characters on Snorks, Batman, the animated series, Leonard McLeish on Pound Puppies, Avatar The Last Airbender, Master Fung in the first episodes of Shaolin Showdown, Azimuth on Ben 10 Omniverse, Justice League Unlimited, Max Steel, Fantastic Max, Challenge of the GoBots, Archer, Young Justice, Random Cartoons, and Avengers Assemble. He also provided his voice talents to the 2001 PBS American Experience documentary, Woodrow Wilson, as the title character, along with the 2003 PBS historical documentary Kingdom of David, The Saga of the Israelites. Auberjonois has directed some TV shows, including Marblehead Manor and episodes of Deep Space Nine as listed below. Voice acting. Auberjonois has been active in radio drama. Among other programs, he read The Stunt by Mordecai Strigler for the NPR series Jewish Stories from the Old World to the New. He has recorded novels on tape. On Pre, he has been featured numerous times on selected shorts, reading works of dramatic fiction. He was heard in Disney's The Little Mermaid and as the Skull in The Last Unicorn. He did voice work on the Challenge of the GoBots series in 1980s as Dr. Braxus. He was the voice of Peter Parker on the 1972 Buddha Records Spider-Man LP From Beyond the Grave, a radio-style narrative replete with sound effects and rock and roll song interludes provided by the Web Spinners. in which the characters of the Vulture, the Lizard, the Green Goblin, the Kingpin, Aunt May and Doctor Strange appeared. In 1984 and 1985, Auberjonois gave voice to Desard, an associate of the villainous Darkseid on the animated series, Super Friends. He lent his talent to the Bola Wars season of Star Blazers, in which he was the voice of Sandor. From 1986 to 1987, he voiced Alvina in the cartoon series Wildfire. He also provided the voice of Professor Genius in Little Nemo: Adventures in Slumberland. René provided the voice for Janus Audrin, an ancient vampire in the Legacy of Kain video game series. He was in Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2, and Legacy of Kain: Defiance. He provided the voice of Vangler in the Pirates of the Caribbean, at World's End video game. He voice-played General Zod in the Joseph Ruby Kenneth Spears animated Superman series episode titled The Hunter. Auberjonois also provided minor character voices for Justice League, reprising his role as Desard, and parts such as 2003's In Blackest Night as Kanjaro, a pirate testifying in the trial of the Green Lantern, and as a fellow member of the Green Lantern Corps in other episodes. In 2003, he provided the voice of Katori in the English-dubbed version of semi-sequel to the Hayao Miyazaki film Whisper of the Heart, The Cat Returns. He reprised an animated version of his character Odo from Star Trek: Deep Space Nine in a cutaway joke in Family Guy's Stewie Griffin: The Untold Story. The cutaway featured a more humanoid-faced Odo threatening Stewie's alleged cousin Quark Griffin. Auberjonois also lent his voice to Skylanders Superchargers. In 2011, he voiced villain Mark Desmond in Cartoon Network's Young Justice, is the voice of Leonard McLeish in the Pound Puppies series, and is the current voice of Pepe Le Pew in the Looney Tunes show, Azimuth in Ben 10 Omniverse, and Ebony Moore in Avengers Assemble video games. One of Auberjonois' earliest forays into video game voice acting was the role of Janus Audrin in Soul Reaver 2. He continued to voice the character in subsequent releases in the Legacy of Kain series. According to a behind-the-scenes featurette in Soul Reaver 2, showing candid discussions among the voice actors during recording, he was surprised at the quality of the writing, asking, "This is for a video game," when the purpose of the recordings was brought to light. More recently, Auberjonois provided the voice of Karl Schaefer, the honorable German explorer in the video game Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, and Mr. House, the reclusive New Vegas casino owner in the 2010 video game Fallout: New Vegas. He is also the voice of Dr. Ignatia Mobius in Command & Conquer: Renegade. He reprised his role as Odo in the game Star Trek: Deep Space Nine: The Fallen. Book narrations. Auberjonois' other voice talents also include book narrations, the Pendergast novels The Cabinet of Curiosities, Still Life with Crows, Diogenes trilogy Brimstone Dance of Death, The Book of the Dead, The Wheel of Darkness, Cemetery Dance, Helen trilogy Fever Dream Cold Vengeance 2 Graves. Other novels Deep Space Nine directorial credits: Profit Motive, Family Business, Hippocratic Oath, The Quickening, Letty Who Is Without Sin, Ferrang You Love Songs, Waltz, Strange Bedfellows.